When it comes to how I ultimately got on this path, I graduated from Corona High School. I was the girl who had a three-point shot, played basketball. The only reason I applied to college at all was because my high school counselor called me in and said, hey, you haven't applied to any colleges and we need you to, so apply to this school. And it was RCC, Riverside Community College. It was there that I took an anatomy and physiology class. And I met Dr. John Rosario, and he is the gentleman who really I would call my favorite teacher, who changed my life in a couple ways. I was told, don't take that class. This professor is crazy. I said, what do you mean by crazy? He's hard. He's the hardest professor on this campus, and that class is the hardest class on this campus. And I was like, awesome, I want to try. I show up day one, and he rocked my world. I don't even remember what he said. I just knew the material was so interesting. It sucked me in. So I took a couple tests, got those grades back. Did I get an A? Yes, got an A, move on to the next thing. And he was about to let us out on break one day, and he says, Auld, where's Auld? And I was like, oh my God. And my group was like, what's going on? What'd you do? And I was like, I don't know what I did. And I looked, and he goes, see me outside. And I was like, what, right? So I'm freaked out. I walk outside, and he turns to me outside, and it's just us. He goes, so let me tell you where I'm coming from, okay? I teach anatomy and physiology. I have future nurses and doctors in this class, okay? And anybody who's got an A or B in my class, I know them. You know why I know them? No. Because they come and harass me at office hours all the time. And I don't even know what you look like. Okay, I've got 200 students in my class and you're at the top of the list, and I don't know what you look like. So you must be doing okay on your own. He said, so have you ever thought about medical school? No. Why not? What do you mean? You're telling me you're shooting for being an athletic trainer. Why won't you consider being an orthopedic surgeon? It's two ends of the same continuum. He saw the potential for redirection in a way that would benefit me. I came home that night, and that was the night I said to my parents, I'm gonna go to medical school. I invited him to my medical school graduation party, and he couldn't make it. But the day of, I was out celebrating with family and friends and stuff. And my mom called me in. She said, hey, there's somebody on the phone for you. And so I was just thinking, okay, maybe this is a friend who's not gonna make it or whatever. And I picked up the phone. And I said, hello. And he said, I want to speak to the doctor. And I really feel like in that moment, we were colleagues. And that was a long road, but it was amazing to get there. You know, it's America. One of the first questions is, hey, so what do you do? And I say, I'm a teacher. And they say, oh, I'm sorry. Heaven forbid I tell them I'm a doctor who left medicine to teach. Oh, I get that. I hear there are societies that prioritize teaching as one of the best things that an individual can commit to. And I don't think we have that in this country. We can always change that. And so with what I'm doing, especially now with the biomedical pathway, There are things we're going through, atypical dissections for general biology. There are like patient scenarios and clinical vignettes that we do. That is what I bring to the table in terms of my medical expertise. I don't want to paint the picture that all we do is come to class and have a great time and it's just like fun and play. It's not. I put my foot in their rear, and some kids really respond to that, and other kids walk in like, you know what, lady, I've about had it with you. Like, it's February and I'm done with this class. And for those students, my form of practice in teaching, I hope there's longevity in those lessons, that it's not just about what we're learning in biology, but that relentlessness with effort that you have to work, that might not kick in for them for 10 years. And my hope is just that at some point it kicks in. And so in that way, what Dr. Rosario required of me, I think I'm passing it on. Regrets are only for the things you didn't do and wish you had. I don't regret choosing teaching. I went and got an opportunity and explored the profession of medicine and loved a lot of it. It was just at the end of the day, I loved teaching 1,000 times more. And I mean, I don't know, some people, you might call me crazy. I grew up in the age of Oprah. Oprah said, follow your heart, follow your passions, and you will live a happy life. And that's exactly what I'm doing.